If you're 65 or older and you file a federal tax return, there is a brand new tax break sitting on the table for you in 2026 that could put as much as $6,000 back in your pocket, or $12,000 if you're married and both spouses are 65. It became law last July when President Trump signed the One Big Beautiful Bill, and the IRS just started accepting claims for it this tax season. But here's the problem. Most seniors are going to file their taxes the same way they did last year, take the standard deduction, and never know this extra deduction even existed. The IRS will not send you a letter telling you about it. Your tax software might not catch it if you click through too quickly. And the deduction is temporary. It disappears after 2028 unless Congress renews it. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly who qualifies for the new deduction, the income limits that determine how much you actually get, the 3 mistakes that can shrink your deduction or wipe it out entirely, and the step-by-step process to claim every dollar you're owed before the filing deadline. Let me start with what this deduction actually is, because there is a lot of confusion floating around about it. This is not a tax credit. It is a deduction, which means it reduces the amount of your income that gets taxed. For a senior in the 12% federal tax bracket, a $6,000 deduction translates to roughly $720 in real tax savings. For a senior in the 22% bracket, it's closer to $1,320. For a married couple where both spouses are 65 or older, the deduction doubles to $12,000, which can mean over $2,600 in real money back depending on your bracket. This is not pocket change. For a retiree on a fixed income, it can cover a month of groceries, a Medicare supplement premium, or a chunk of your property tax bill. Now here's the important part. This new $6,000 deduction is on top of the standard deduction you already get. It is also on top of the additional standard deduction seniors have always received for being over 65. So the new law stacks 3 benefits together. The regular standard deduction, which in 2026 is around $15,750 for single filers and $31,500 for married couples filing jointly. The existing senior add-on, which is roughly $2,000 extra for a single filer over 65 and $1,600 per spouse for married couples. And now this brand new $6,000 deduction created by the One Big Beautiful Bill. Add it all up, and a married couple where both spouses are 65 or older could be looking at total deductions of more than $46,000 before a single dollar of their income is taxed. But here is where the rules get specific, and where most seniors are going to make mistakes. Not every senior gets the full $6,000. The deduction phases out based on your income, and there are 3 tiers you need to understand. The first tier is the seniors who don't get the deduction at all because they don't owe federal taxes on their Social Security benefits in the first place. If you're a single filer with combined income below $25,000, or a married couple filing jointly with combined income below $32,000, your Social Security is generally not taxed federally. And this new deduction won't help you because you have nothing for the deduction to reduce. This is one of the cruel ironies of the new law. The seniors who need the help the most are the ones who get the least from it. The second tier is where the full deduction kicks in. If you're a single filer with income up to $75,000 or a married couple with income up to $150,000, you can claim the entire $6,000 deduction per qualifying spouse. This is the sweet spot, and it includes the majority of middle-class retirees in America. If your retirement income comes from a mix of Social Security, a modest pension, some required minimum distributions from an IRA, and maybe a part-time job, you are very likely in this tier. The third tier is the phase-out zone. Above $75,000 for single filers, and $150,000 for joint filers, the deduction starts shrinking. For every dollar of income above the threshold, the deduction is reduced by 6 cents. So a single filer with $100,000 in income would have their deduction reduced by $1,500, leaving them with a $4,500 deduction. The deduction phases out completely at around $175,000 for single filers and $250,000 for joint filers. If you earn more than that, you do not qualify for any of this new deduction. Now let me give you the 3 mistakes that can shrink your deduction or wipe it out entirely, because all 3 of them are happening right now, this tax season, in real returns being filed every single day. The first mistake is itemizing when you should be taking the standard deduction. The new $6,000 senior deduction is layered on top of the standard deduction. If you itemize instead, meaning you list out things like mortgage interest, charitable donations, and medical expenses, you still get the new $6,000 deduction, which is good. But many seniors who used to itemize would now be better off taking the standard deduction, because the combined standard deduction plus the new senior deduction is so large. Run the numbers both ways before you file. If your itemized deductions don't exceed your standard deduction plus the senior add-ons, take the standard deduction. The second mistake is filing married separately. If you are married and you file separately instead of jointly, you may lose the deduction entirely or have it severely reduced. The income thresholds for married filing separately are much lower, and the phase-out hits faster. There are very few situations where filing separately makes sense for a retired couple. But if you've been doing it out of habit or because of an old recommendation from a tax preparer, get a fresh opinion this year. The new deduction may make joint filing significantly more valuable than it used to be. The third mistake is failing to plan for the income trigger. Remember, the deduction starts phasing out at $75,000 for singles and $150,000 for couples. If your normal income is just under those thresholds, a single decision can push you over the line. Taking a large required minimum distribution. Doing a Roth conversion. Selling a stock with a big capital gain. Cashing out an old annuity. Any of these moves can bump your income up just enough to start losing the deduction. If you're close to a threshold, talk to a tax professional before you make any year-end financial moves. Sometimes splitting a transaction across 2 tax years can preserve the full deduction in both years. Now let me give you the step-by-step process to claim this deduction this tax season. The first step is to confirm your age and filing status. To qualify, you must be 65 or older by the end of the tax year. If your birthday is December 31st, you count as 65 for that entire year. If you're married, each spouse who is 65 or older qualifies separately. So a married couple can claim 2 deductions for a total of $12,000 if both spouses meet the age requirement. The second step is to calculate your modified adjusted gross income. This is the number that determines whether you get the full deduction, a partial deduction, or nothing. Your modified adjusted gross income includes your wages, your taxable Social Security benefits, your IRA and 401k withdrawals, your pension income, your capital gains, your interest, and your dividends. Pull together your tax documents, your SSA 1099, your 1099-R forms from any retirement accounts, your W-2 if you still work, and your 1099-INT and 1099-DIV statements from your bank and brokerage, and add it all up. The third step is to use a tax preparation method that handles the new deduction correctly. If you use tax software, make sure it's the most current version that has been updated for the 2026 tax year. Older versions will not include the new deduction and will quietly underclaim it. If you go to a paid preparer, ask them directly whether they are claiming the new senior deduction created by the One Big Beautiful Bill. If they don't know what you're talking about, find a different preparer. If you qualify for free help, the IRS Tax Counseling for the Elderly program, which is run through AARP Foundation Tax Aid and similar volunteer organizations, offers free tax preparation specifically for seniors, and their volunteers are trained on the new deduction. The fourth step is to keep your paperwork for at least 3 years after filing. The IRS can audit returns going back 3 years in most situations, and longer if there are errors. If your return is questioned, you want to be able to prove your age, your income, and your filing status with documents you can put your hands on quickly. Let me close with this. Tax law in this country is written so that the people who hire accountants and pay attention to the fine print get the benefits, and the people who don't miss out. That has been true for as long as the income tax has existed. The new $6,000 senior deduction is a real benefit, signed into law last summer, available right now this tax season. But it is temporary. It runs through 2028, and unless Congress passes new legislation to extend it, it disappears. That gives you 3 tax years, this one, next one, and the one after that, to take advantage of it. Don't let those years go by because nobody told you it was there. If this video helped you, please share it with another senior who files a tax return. Your spouse, your sibling, your neighbor, the friend who is always complaining about taxes. Because thousands of dollars in tax savings are about to slip past millions of seniors who simply don't know this deduction exists. And if you want more videos like this one, breaking down the rules that actually affect seniors in plain English, hit subscribe. I post new videos every few days, covering Social Security, Medicare, banking, taxes, and the parts of retirement that nobody bothers to explain to you. Take care of yourself, take care of your money, and I'll see you in the next one.